I'm really excited to talk to you about Next Energy's new clear photovoltaic coating for glass that turns windows into energy-producing assets and helps solve a lot of the problems we've heard in the window industry and create a lot of new opportunities for the industry as well. Our material has two main use cases. One is to power buildings, and here's an example of that one. And second is to power smart windows as more and more electrical devices come to windows so they can have onboard power that's aesthetically pleasing. Buildings use a lot of energy, and it's their single largest variable operating expense. They've done a lot on the demand reduction side, but still no solutions for on-site renewable energy production that's material. So a lot of value to be had from solving this problem. We currently waste 8% of electricity to resistance just in transmitting the power to the buildings, and the grid infrastructure is very, very expensive, especially for peak demand. So there's even a lot of value to decrease peak demand from the utility side. So we need to leverage IGUs to do more. Traditional solar, silicon, already has figured this out by putting silicon wafers into IGUs and creating solar farms that produce energy. So IGUs are the perfect encapsulant for photovoltaic materials. So our material, combined with high-performance IGUs, turns glass facades into power plants so buildings can power themselves without you even noticing it. So how does our material work? Well, we capture the UV and IR wavelengths and convert it to electricity while letting the visible pass through. So it's all the benefits of a high-performance low-E window with the added benefit of energy production. So you could think of us as low-E 2.0. We're coated directly onto the glass or film via slot die coating. There's a handful of conductive and functional and active layers that in aggregate add up to 400 nanometers thick, or thin I should say. Not all photovoltaic materials are created equally. We have some very unique properties that make us perfect for glazing solutions that are very different from silicon, which is the photovoltaic material you're most familiar with. So we'll go through some of our unique properties. We're beautiful. This is an industry that has high aesthetic standards for color and transmissions, and we can customize to meet those high standards, which is very unique in terms of photovoltaic materials. We're cost effective. We leverage low-cost manufacturing printing technology, and we leverage the IGU as our encapsulant, so the balance of system costs are eliminated. So we're about half the cost in terms of dollar per watt as traditional solar. We perform well vertically. We hold our efficiency in high angle and low light conditions, unlike silicon, so we do well on vertical glazing applications where other materials would not perform. I was told not to use data in this presentation because engineers are apparently humans too, but you can't talk about lifetime without showing the data. This is the extrapolated lifetime data that's funded by the Department of Energy that shows we have the 30-year lifetimes needed to meet the industry standards. There are other technologies trying to compete with us, but none of them match our aesthetics, our efficiency, our lifetime, and at our costs, really making us the perfect photovoltaic material for glazing. When you convert a window to an energy-producing asset, you open up an entire new financial class of tax equity investors to finance your facades. So you no longer have to sell your windows. You can have a third party finance them for your customers that are happy to do that and take advantage of the tax credits. We can also, with a small film strip, power all the energy needs for beautiful onboard power for smart windows. Things like sensors, remote connectivity, motors, and dynamic, as you can see with some of the windows that are coming out. We're a market-enabling technology where everybody wins. The entire glass supply chain industry for making the glass more valuable, the customers who purchase the windows, and even society, because we're a green energy solution. Well, I have to be honest, not quite everybody's going to win. The opaque building materials are going to lose as the window-to-wall ratio increases as we make glass more valuable. But I don't think anyone in this room is going to care about that, so we should be okay. And so we're here because our business model is to license the technology to window fabricators. And we're here to see our current partners that we're working with and develop new ones. So really bring this product to market and see it out in the practice over the next 1 to 2 years. And so really look forward to working with you to make sure the future looks more like the photo on the right than the one on the left. So looking forward to discussing with everyone, and hope you enjoyed the presentation.